everybody, and welcome to the Party for Tonight Insta Live interviews with myself, Scelo, Pango, the OCP, and today we are hanging out with an upcoming rapper in the South African scene. He is here to stay. From the level of work that he's actually putting out, and he's given us music on music from Saturated, Jesus Peace, and he actually has a project that is out right now called Light Bloomer, hence why I'm a bloomer. We're representing.
Let's go. New Edison. Should I remove the filter, guys? The filter is popping.
Hey, what's good?
Good, man. How are you? I'm gonna represent Bloomer Boy.
I can see you representing. Shout out to you.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm so confused, ne? You have so many names. Lee Tamdaba, Edward, New Edison.
Hey, Lee Tamdaba is my name.
Yeah.
And then I'm New Edison, aka Eddie for short. And sometimes when I'm feeling myself a little bit extra, I go by the name of Edward Spotswood, you know.
Now that makes sense. For people that don't know you yet, so you have all these names, but who? Let me say, who is New Edison? What is his sound? What is he about?
Well, New Edison is a normal guy from Johannesburg.
Yes.
27 years old. I went to university. My parents never.
You can't.
Yeah, no, they didn't negotiate the university one. So that's why I called the project Light Bloomer, because it's a play on words for late bloomer. Because I came into the game quite late. Great timing. I'm happy for the timing, but later than I probably would have, if I didn't go to school. But yeah, New Edison basically is a guy who has pain, who has love in his heart, who's got stories to share, to inspire to be courageous enough to share their own stories. And basically, I feel my purpose is to spread light in the form of my messages, in the form of my song, music. But at the same time, I try to keep the music also, fun and flavorful
and relatable to other people.
Exactly.
Do you remember the first verse you ever wrote? Like your first verse where you were like, now New Edison, this is the guy.
Yeah, but I wasn't New Edison at the time. I was actually going by the name of Lizzy. So I was Lizzy and I was 17 years old. And yes, I remember it vividly actually. Tsukudu is the guy who actually made me rap. He was like, write a verse, just try. And I haven't looked back since.
How did it go? Do you remember like word for word? Or is it okay? If you don't remember word for word, was it great? Or when you hear it now, you're like, ooh.
I remember a little bit. It's definitely whack, but I was feeling myself. Definitely, I was feeling myself because Lizzy Marksman, flow like an arrow, nigga bow down to the yellow bone pharaoh. All these girls that I'm. Nigga bow down to the yellow bone pharaoh. All these girls know I'm about to take it to the next level. Something like that.
Why are you saying it's whack? I mean, you had flow. You were 17 years old.
The flow has developed a lot. Let me say that. It's developed a lot. But it takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah. And do you think maybe like having to go your parents' route of going and doing school, but at the same time, like polishing your craft in the background while you're doing school?
Yeah, definitely. I've been writing and making music for 10 years. And it was very frustrating because I really did not enjoy school, but I am very grateful because I always thought that my parents wanted me to go to school because they didn't believe that I would make it or believe that I had talent. But once I graduated, my father actually explained to me that the reason why I told you to go to school, the reason why I made you finished his degree is so that when I say in the music industry to you, because he used to be in the music industry back in the day.
I Right. You got it from the dad.
Yeah, as an entertainment lawyer. So he says, when I explain everything to you, I want you to be able to structure it. You know what I mean? And that the education gave me the ability to structure, you know, the industry and to understand the different pockets, you know, that come in the industry, because hey, there's a lot of ways to make money. I want to stress that it's not only about sales and performances. There's a lot, but you need to know what is due to you, and that's why you must get people to read your contracts so you understand.
So what did you study?
I did Bachelor of Business Science and Strategic Management.
Where?
At Monash.
Okay. That makes sense. But I feel like I can relate to your story in terms of having to go to school and then only after school having to pursue what you're really passionate about. Because Lord knows, maybe you made it at 17 and then you're just gonna be in the industry and then fade away, you know?
I believe that everything happened the way it was meant to, because if I entered the industry at 17, 18, I wouldn't be here today. I don't want to sound too dark, but I don't think I'd be here. I was mature.
I can definitely relate to that, because now you sort of like mature as well.
Exactly.
So that maturity also shows in the art, because I mean, congratulations are in order for your mixtape that's out, Light Bloomer. And you just explained why the title is Light Bloomer, because you just sort of like came out. When did it hit you that this is the title of my tape?
Actually, you know, I've had, because this is the mixtape, right? And I've always known the title of my album, my debut album. I know what I'm gonna call it. I'm not gonna tell you now because that just spoils the fun. But it'll come out, don't worry. But you know, for me, it just made sense. It's derived from the album title, actually. So I thought about my journey and everything I had been through, and the sense of delayed gratification that I really had to internalize for all those years. And basically, I got to a point where I was like, I am a late bloomer, and not only with music, in more ways than one. You know, in my life, I've always not to say I'm slow, but I always kind of bloomed later on. You know what I'm saying?
Later than everyone else, yeah.
You know, later than everybody else. You know, and to tell the truth, I don't think I would have it any other way. And for me, I was like, light bloomer, because bloom for growth, light for my. By the way, Lita also means light. That's
light,
that's why I came up. That's how I came up with New Edison. You know, new light. The play on words. You know. So and then I was like, it makes sense. The Light Bloomer mixtape.
Okay, so now in making the mixtape, what did you want to achieve in terms of the message, the real messages that you wanted to put across through either your lyrics or the production? What is it that you wanted the listener to actually receive when they listen to Light Bloomer?
I want the listener to. There's many things I want listeners to take away from them, and they can take away their own. But one of the things that I want them to take away is that it's okay to be ugly. It's okay to lack. You know what I mean? It's okay to be who you are. You know what I mean?
Be imperfect.
Yes, I don't really like the word perfect and imperfect. You know, for me it's tricky. Right. But what I'm saying, the reason why I don't like it is because I don't think there's such a thing as perfect. So, if I acknowledge imperfection, it suggests that.
In that sense, okay.
Say that I want to inspire people to just take time with themselves, be patient, work on yourself, but love yourself. Because you have to love yourself for the ugly and for the beautiful. You can't only enjoy the one side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the main thing is just to look within and find your own inner light. You know,
so that you can bloom.
Yes, bloom, and you can apply it to your own purpose. You know what I mean?
I definitely like that. You featured quite a lot of artists in the mixtape. I want you to tell me who they are and why were you very specific about who you got on this tape? Because this is sort of like you're giving people your heart. You're giving people what's been inside of you for a very long time. So even bringing in other artists, it's sort of like it's that personal that I want you to be a part of this journey.
Yeah. Well, you know, besides the fact that I wanted to also give a variation of sounds and style, the reason why I chose those artists is because I felt like I could relate to them. You know, I can still relate to them, and they inspire me. You know, their styles are very different from mine, and they inspire me to work harder. And also, we just had really great chemistry. I had great chemistry with Witney. Witney and I don't know, people know this, but I haven't really worked with a lot of people, right? I've only really worked with Tsukudu, right? So, so it was also for me to also break out of my comfort zone as well. And I invited Witney into studio about a year ago. And we literally just squashed Fondle and Fiddle in one session. It was amazing.
Right.
Yeah, the chemistry was really dope. I haven't been in studio with Love Sechaba and Rams, but when I heard the beat for Get Down, I immediately envisioned, because I was gonna write a second verse, and then I was like, no man, it's not gonna do it the justice that I need.
The justice that
the song that you want it's a people song, you know, you want everybody involved vibes. So I was like, okay, let me get Rams, because Rams has he's got a very soulful kind of flavor, you know. I really style. And Love Sechaba, I mean, really, like, his vocals are crazy. His vocals are crazy. So man, I chose the artists, they inspire me, and I like to think I inspire them too.
Yeah, because you sort of like can tell here and there that you also like had a bit of, you know, a little bit of seasoning there, so that you can have your vision come alive. And you mentioned something about your chemistry with Tsukudu. I mean, you've worked with him so many times. You guys have done a lot of work together, and he produced the whole mixtape. How's your guys' relationship, like on a personal level and also on a working basis?
So I've known Tsukudu since probably grade 9. We go way back.
Way back.
Yeah. So he's actually one of my closest friends before anything else. And he's a genius. That guy is a musical genius. So, you know, for me, I just think the universe brought us together for a reason, because I don't believe it. So, you know, the moment him and I the first time we ever shared a studio space together, or like just a musical space together, it was an instant connection. It's like, I like to people that like my music soulmate.
Okay.
We get it. Like, we understand. We don't need to say too much to each other.
But it's the vibes, the combos.
He throws down a couple of beats, and then I know exactly what to do. It's like he's sitting in my head. Yeah, that's my relationship with him. He's an amazing. He's an amazing partner as well, business partner. Because we both of us founded EMG together.
What is EMG?
EMG is Elastic Music Group. Is basically our music collective. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. It's a label in the making, but you know, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Elastic, because Elastic speaks to our versatility. You know, we don't only do hip hop, you know, we borrow from a lot of other genres and other sounds, and we create our own, right? And that's why we're Elastic. So that's why, Elastic Music Group, EMG for short.
You guys should definitely start signing artists, but like you said, baby steps. You gave us visual for Let It Go. You know what? When I watched the video name, I was like, this literally represents this whole album. The lighting, the flowers in the like the vibes.
Move faster than Bruce Lee, but I won't move. I know God is good. I'm gonna make it out. I embrace the flow and then I kill the drought. I never stand alone. Wait, my team is uniform. I've been here before. I've been hurt before. Light will heal my soul, but I still shoot to kill. I won't lie. Loaded the ammo, hit the bullseye. I think I died like 4 times. The murder weapon lies in your mind. Oh my, you can't resort to the past. You gotta focus.
Are saying we are
You know,
blooming.
You
This
can
is where we are at. Who did you work with to put all of that together?
So, well, and it's so crazy. So I work with a guy by the name of Tremaine Simons, and he is the creator. He's my creative director, basically. But he's, apart from me, he's an amazing fashionista, stylist, creative. Like, he's out of this world.
That's why I thought you could be a future future style icon, Yana. Because when you go to your gram, you're just like, ooh, swag.
Let me tell you, that's actually, it's new. I'm coming into my own and I'm trying new things and it feels good. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always like that, but my friends have been pushing me, you know, just to, you know, come on, bruh, you know. That's the way my personality is, because I used to be kind of shy. I'm still kind of shy, but
Are you shy?
yeah, dude, what? But I'm breaking out of my shell, you know. It's a grueling and beautiful process. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's for me. Tremaine, he creative directed the video. A guy by the name of Dallas Mojalifa, he was the DO. I worked with a guy by the name of Mishek. He edited the video, and then I worked with 2 other guys who did the lighting. Amazing team. It was incredible. And the way I met Tremaine was insane. I met him through my girlfriend. And I just met my girlfriend. So when I say the universe knows what it's doing, it's insane.
It's literally it's making everything basically come into full circle, which is amazing to see. So are we going to be getting more visuals from Light Bloomer, or since you've mentioned album, we're just shooting straight to the album?
No. So we're still promoting Light Bloomer. It's still Light Bloomer. Yes, more visuals are coming, definitely. And that is all I'm going to say for now. But just know that if you blink, you will miss out.
We'll be camping on your Instagram, we'll be camping on your Twitter, we'll be there
bring your clothes.
All of
move in, don't camp, move in, because
it definitely it definitely looks like it, because you with Light Bloomer, you're basically saying, okay, here's a preview of what's coming of new Edison, and it's amazing to see. Like, the industry, I feel like the industry is going to be a little bit shook.
They must shake.
So I know you don't want to give us information on the album, but maybe what can we expect? Because you've already set the standard like this high with the mix. So with the album, you obviously have to now, you know, say, okay, I'm here, my throne, this is me. So maybe what can we expect? Whether through sound or just the person that you are, what are you willing to show us now?
What I will say,
is
that it's not going to sound like Light Bloomer.
Okay.
It's going to be completely fresh. Same message. Message stays the
same. Light.
Love.
Let's keep the good vibes. We're still keeping the good vibes.
In all of that. But trust me, the music is going to be on a different level. I'm working with new producers.
Okay.
Still working with Tsukudu, still working with Cayman, but there's going to be other producers too. But hey, you know, the album is, let me tell you, there might be other things. So yeah, like I said, just keep your eyes open.
We must move in. We must not camp on his timeline. You have to move in, bring everything of yours. So, it's Women's Month, and you have a woman in your life, and you have other women that are also in your life, sisters, mothers, or whatever. Do you think it's a good idea to celebrate women occasionally, or it's something that society should be doing every day, since we have all these issues around women, children, and all that stuff?
I think that beyond women being celebrated, women need to be spoken. We need to speak up. Men need to speak up for women. We need to support them. We need to fight with them. We need to stand with them. There's nothing really to celebrate yet, because our women are dying every day, every second.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe, this Women's Month is more important than ever, because it's for me this is tricky, because I don't have that many friends, right?
Yeah.
And it's because growing up, I used to have so many friends, and I had so many guys in my life who were doing these things in front of me, and I feel ashamed to, at the time it never registered, that it was something that I had to, stop or put an end to. Is so much, playfulness and just also basically just ignoring, what is right in front of us. So I think it's important now and ever for men and women, but especially men to learn. They mustn't don't feel embarrassed because you don't know. It's okay to listen. I mean, a couple of weeks ago I went with my brothers to a vigil at Constitutional Hill.
Yeah.
Basically, there was a group of protest leaders who were just educating us on a lot about GBV, about racism, but especially GBV because of, especially because of the Uyinene ordeal and everything. And I learned so much. I thought I knew. I learned so much. It felt great to actually just shut up and listen for a change. It's so easy for people to think they know everything, or to be defensive when people are trying to educate you, because if you have friends that are rapists or sexual abusers, you need to expose them. You need to cut them out. You need to expose them. We need to literally alienate them, because they are animals, and they are not helping. They're not helping us. They're not helping anything. But yeah, I mean, for me, I've got a mother, I've got a sister, so this issue is very sensitive for me, and I only keep people around me who think like me, who think like that way.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. So yeah, I mean, I also realized sorry, you asked me such an important question, so
I know, and thing is, it's good. It's good what you're saying, because we definitely, it's something that we ask all artists, and people have different ways of going about addressing it. Some people don't do the whole Twitter shouting thing. Some people are like actual activists. They involve it in their music. They involve it in their art. They find a way of just addressing it. Because there's definitely a group of men that feel like, come on, it's enough now. It's enough. So when you say it's important to speak up, yes, it's important, like alienate them so that even the young boys can see that, I mean, society doesn't want this,
So we also need to know. We need to normalize therapy. Therapy's fine, if you can, of course, if it's within your means. I know it's privilege as well, but let's not be ashamed to go to therapy. There's such a stigma, especially amongst our people. There's such a stigma about therapy, and they tell you that no, you don't need therapy, you just need Jesus. But it's not that simple. It isn't.
hear the truth.
You know. But I must also mention that you will be hearing more about that, about GBV, standing against that in my lyrics. I'm definitely. I used to be somebody who's I'm nonchalant, but I used to be somebody who was quite ignorant to what was really happening in the world, and it got to a point where I realized I can't escape it. You know, I can't escape it. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's affecting me. It's affecting my loved ones. So I need to write about it. I need to dig deep, and I need to, I need to find a way to educate people and myself while I'm at it. You know.
I like that because I was actually having like an interview with Black Les, and then when we got to this topic, we had a chat about, okay, maybe artists could change their lyrics, maybe they could involve it in their music, and so we had a bit of back and forth because he was like, I mean, there are females that are dancing to these lyrics that demean females, and it's going to be like very difficult for maybe rappers to change their lyrics. And I'm glad that the upcoming artists like yourselves are actually on some, we are gonna find a way of putting it in the lyrics. People are gonna turn up knowing that GBV is not where it's at. And so that's an amazing direction. That's an amazing direction.
It's possible to turn up to substance, and it's very, very possible to turn up to music that doesn't degrade anybody. You know, it's not difficult. It's not a difficult thing. You just have to stop it. and not everything is black and white.
Yeah. There's some gray areas. Okay, let me get to the second last part of the interview. I call this the Instigator. So this is a game. This is where we put you in the hot seat. If it was live, we have a red chair for you, like lie detector test type vibes. So I'm going to ask you a question, right? You give me an answer. So whatever facial expression or whatever, rolling your eyes, you knock your phone over, you need to tell me why you are so touched. Okay. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. In terms of production, who are you going to choose between Tsukudu and Tweezy for any of your next projects?
Tsukudu.
Okay. Style icon between Mac G, Ricky Rick, or OK Malum Cool Cat? Who's that number one?
Yeah, the first guy I don't know, but the Ricky Rick, Malum Cool Cat, I'm gonna have to go with. They both have great styles, but I'm going with Ricky Rick.
All day, every day. Okay, best club between Taboo and Sumo.
Yo.
I knew I was gonna catch you somewhere. I knew.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say Sumo.
Hey, Sumo. That's the place. You can only work with one person. Who is it gonna be? I feel like I know the answer to this question, but anyways, who is it gonna be between J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar? You can only work with one.
Yeah.
I hope you say what I think you're gonna say, but okay, who's it gonna be?
I was starting to think you're a nice person until that happened. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, but J. Cole! What's J. Cole wena?
I love J. Cole. I love him so much. But Kendrick Lamar, he literally scares me. He's the reason why I don't leave the studio.
That's powerful. Okay, last one, and then I'll let go of you.
Let's do this.
Would you marry for personality or money?
Shut up.
I thought we had it all together. Yeah.
Let me just ask you a question. So,
wait,
if I marry for personality, does that mean that there's no money at all? Or
there's no money at all. There's no hustle. The hustle is the personality. The hustle is Baby, here I am. I'm a great person, so let's go.
And we live in a shack.
Hey,
Is that what you're saying to me?
maybe you're gonna bring the money. Look, we don't know. Maybe you will subsidize, substitute.
You know what I'll do?
But you're great. Like,
I'll marry for money and then get divorced. So I get my money and my freedom.
Lita, oh my gosh. Oh man. But vision. I see the vision. I see the vision right there. I've come to the end of the live. Thank you very much for taking time out your day. People that just joined, because I'm seeing other people still joining now. We got the YouTube version of this interview is gonna be on the Party42nite YouTube channel, so people will be able to, go back and have a look at it. So we'll spice it up with some graphics. What type of support? Support is in the building. I see you trying.
Yeah, I know things got really fun at the end.
And you're late. You're so late. So where can people get your music? So videos, music, where can we get all of that stuff?
What's good? It's your boy New Edison. You can catch my stuff on all digital platforms, all my music. Catch even on YouTube. You can catch my music videos on YouTube. I only have one, but I'm working on more. If you want to follow my career, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, @new_Edison.
Great! We wish you all the best. We are very excited about this album. That release date, you need to drop the release dates. You
guys are gonna get
visual. And see, you promised us visual from Light Bloomer. We are gonna move into your timeline, and then the album, and then after that, you are being styled. You're out there looking like a future style icon. So,
oh yes, I have to say, I must mention this. The reason why I'm looking so good is because of Shanae Africa.
Shanae Africa, boo boo. You are making us think Lita is not a rapper, but a style. What. So we can't wait to see you bloom and bloom and bloom. Come on, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you so much.
And please stay safe,
Hey, the country's open now, and everyone this weekend, guys, please stay safe, because everyone this weekend is gonna feel like.
I felt the excitement in the air yesterday. Woo. The country's excited.
Are you going out? Where are you going?
I didn't go anywhere actually, but I did go to the bottle store. But don't drink if you're under 18. No, under 18, don't do that.
The drinks. Bye bye.
Cheers, bro. Thank you so much.
You can't resort to the past. You gotta focus. You gotta make sure.